And just like that, I have now made my first real video on YouTube. I mean, a video that's about something that I really want to do, which are videos about art and drawing in general. My name is Gerald, and I'd like to officially welcome you to the Comicsman channel. For this episode, I have decided to go and start a series about my Inktober drawings. For those who are not familiar about Inktober, it is an annual thing going on for several years now where artists would draw using ink every day for the whole month of October. It is quite a challenge to commit on this, and that is exactly why I'm doing it this year. You can check it out online for more info if you're interested. I'm gonna be cheating a little bit though, because I'm using a Cintiq and Autodesk sketchbook instead of real ink right now, and so I suppose I'd fall under the digital Inktober hashtag for now, but next year I promise to do the real thing. So this video is for day 2 actually. Unfortunately, I screwed up video capturing my work for day 1, which was prompted Swift. But hey, I got it right this time around. The prompt from the official October guys for day 2 is divided. And here's what I made. So this is the rough sketch part of the process in creating this entry. I have decided to draw a Manananggal for it because it fits today's prompt, divided, perfectly. A Manananggal is one of the most popular creatures in Philippine mythology, which is the main theme in my October drawings for this year. Manananggal literally means taker, or snatcher, or ripper. It would have been easily the most hideous thing you'll ever see if it was real. They are a separate type of aswang, a vile creature who's a vampire, a ghoul, and a zombie all at the same time. They walk as normal people during the day, but becomes a bloodthirsty monster at night. If that's not bad enough, the Manananggal takes it several notches farther. They are usually a woman who grows huge wings on her back that enables her to fly, and she severs her own body in half. She feeds on the blood and innards of humans unfortunate enough to cross her path, but her favorite meal that makes her crave so much are unborn fetuses which she takes directly from their mother's wombs. They have a long tongue which she can use to suck out the baby from the belly, much to the horror and agony of her victims. In creating my rough sketches, I just stick to the fundamentals of illustration. In this stage, my only goal is to make sure I have the forms right. As with what the masters say, good figure construction is key to successful drawing. You get the figure correct, your drawing will naturally translate your image to the viewer's perception. Right now, I'm just playing with ideas about what they could be doing, the composition, anatomy, and other details that may be fun to include. Using digital mediums obviously has its advantages. Just working on layers, for example, and giving yourself the power to resize and reposition your every line with extreme ease. No words can describe how amazing that is for modern creatives, especially to those who are constantly chasing deadlines. Here are the final rough sketches I came up with. I had every one of them in layers so I can rearrange them later with the rest of my Inktober sketches to form my giant Inktober collage. I have lightened the lines down so I can proceed with inking on top of it on a new layer. And now we're finally inking. Like I said earlier, once we have the forms identified, finishing the actual drawing becomes so much easier afterwards. Now it's just a matter of following the roadmap you have set with your rough sketch. I had this fun idea about the Manananggal's lower half for this drawing. According to the myths, the only way to kill this monster is to find the severed lower half of it and then put salt all over the open wound on its waist. The Manananggal would be very careful in hiding its severed lower half, but once anyone does manage to find it, it basically just stands there, defenseless and very vulnerable to any attack. I thought I'd change that a little bit. I gave the Manananggal legs some mean Muay Thai kicks and an even meaner attitude. So yeah, this poor guy doesn't have a prayer. I would usually render in a swung skin like a zombie's, but for this one, I thought I'd give her a much cleaner look. I was thinking I'd make her a lot cuter too, but well, I still ended up giving her that demonic smile. Whether I'd keep it that way or not, we'll just have to find out when I start working on the final version. I've had a few ideas during the rough sketch part on what she would be holding while she's in the air. First, I had her holding human guts like a rope. I thought that was too gruesome, but it doesn't have enough impact in it. So I erased it and changed it to a very frightened old man. But it just wasn't working, so I didn't even bother finishing it. I ended up with her holding a human heart instead. It's much simpler, but I think it works out just fine for the image. I've been very cautious about not overdoing the rendering for this one because half of my thoughts is on the final collage that I'm about to create when I have completed Inktober. So there's that consideration in every stroke that I'm doing here. That's why I'm trying to keep the shadows at the minimum as of now. It would be much easier to add shadows later on than to erase them if they don't work. As I was about to finish, I just started playing on the possible layout that I'm going to use to present this as an individual entry for Inktober. Admittedly, the final layout I used from a Facebook and Instagram post were just an afterthought. For some reason, it gets really tricky to compose an image in a square canvas, especially when they're just floating images like these and you did not prepare for it. It was a mistake that I did not intend to repeat next time, but overall, I just stopped working on this for now, knowing that this is just a small part of something that is much larger in the end. Hi everyone, this is Gerald and I just had a great time creating this video. I just really hope people get to see this and may pick up or learn something from it. I just had so much fun doing this that I'm going to be doing as much videos as I can and as often as I possibly could. So please hit that subscribe button and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And hey, share this video. Just search the word Komiksman and you're sure to find me. Thanks for watching.